they did to my son. They killed him. He was unarmed. My son was doing nothing but trying to help the community, and they took his life. This has to stop. In the black and brown community, they have to treat us with dignity as they do in other communities. And until this happens, we're not going to stop. And
that's Eric Garner's mother, Gwen Carr, who's joining us in studio, organizing an event this weekend to bring together mothers from around the country whose loved ones were killed by police. She's got a forthcoming memoir, This Stops Today. Eric Garner's mother seeks justice after losing her son. Welcome back to Democracy Now!, Gwen Carr. So the New York Police Department announced that if the Justice Department doesn't come down with findings or investigation results by the end of August, they will start these internal proceedings against officers involved with your son's death. Talk about your response. They're talking both about Daniel Pantaleo as well as the supervisor on the scene, who was Kizzy Adonis, one of the first supervisors at the scene.
Yes. They're talking about the two of them, but they're not talking about the other 4 officers that was involved. And what I would like to see is that all of the officers that was involved in my son's death that day be accountable and transparent, and that they get fired from the force, because they're the ones that is responsible for my son's death. And there were other officers who were on the side that no one ever saw, that they filed false reports before anyone saw the video. So they should stand accountable also.
And I'm wondering, we were just discussing with Reverend Jackson the recent killing in Chicago and the continued incidents that we're having across the country of police shooting unarmed African Americans or folks who are not posing any immediate threat to them. I'm wondering your thoughts on that.
Yes, it's like an epidemic. It keeps happening over and over again, and it's always in our communities. Not saying that people don't get killed in other communities, but it's a vast amount. The vast majority gets killed in the African American and the black and brown communities. And this is what we need to stop. And the only way it's going to stop if we step up and we speak about it and we be about it.
So what has caused the New York Police Department to make this statement right now? Have you been communicating with Mayor de Blasio that they are saying they will bring some kind of disciplinary hearings? What will those disciplinary hearings be?
No, I haven't been communicating with the mayor. What has happened, it seems so ironic that they would announce on the eve of my son's anniversary that they're going to move forward, when in fact they could have moved forward way before now, because the DOJ gave them the go-ahead back in April, you know, that they didn't have to wait for them to go forward with their charges. So they could have done this. So why not in May, June, or early July?
And the whole issue of how long it's taken the Justice Department to conduct an investigation?
4 years. Why take so long? I mean, it's like political procrastination. That's what it is, because it shouldn't take this long. The whole world seen what happened to my son. It was on video. So what else do they need? I mean, all I'm seeking is justice, closure for my son. There's no justice for my son because he's gone. But for us, the family, we need closure.
You know, we don't want to show the image over and over of your of your son being killed, but we're showing it right now because you see how many officers are involved in this. First, you have the Pantaleo and other officers bringing him down, and then more join in this as they're holding him down as he is saying, "I can't breathe."
And they were paying him no attention at all when he's saying, "I can't breathe."
What is your explanation? What does the city and the Justice Department tell you about why these officers aren't held accountable?
Because this is what they do. And, you know, if the higher-ups don't hold them accountable, they feel like it's okay for them to do this, and which is not. We are all American citizens, and we all deserve the same type of treatment. And they come into the African American neighborhoods and they just brutalize, they terrorize, they kill us, and most of the time we're unarmed. My son was breaking up a fight that day. He was trying to help someone. And they came and targeted him, and they took him down, and they killed him for no apparent
And the
reason.
explanation of the Justice Department why they have not moved on this in 4 years?
They're saying that they are turning over every stone, that they are making sure before they make a decision. How many stones are there? How many pebbles of sand do they have to turn over?
We want to thank you for being with us, Gwen Carr, mother of Eric Garner, African-American.